This is the first flight of the brand new DJI Mini 3 Pro. What makes it pro? You'll find out soon, okay? Believe it or not, that was all filmed on one battery by myself.
Look at this spot, beautiful. They're just having the time of their lives, going sailing. Beautiful day, spring is here, summer is coming. Couldn't be more happy. Okay, these mini drones are getting a little out of hand. It's 249 grams because at 250 grams, that's where most of the drone regulations start at. So because it's just under that, you can basically fly this anywhere without a drone license in most countries. It's pretty smart. This is the perfect first drone. If you haven't had a drone before, this thing is incredible. And it also happens to be the first Pro Mini. You now get 4K up to 60 frames per second, which is literally doubling the frames of the last Mini. And in 1080, you get 120 frames per second. Now, the quality isn't gonna be as good as some of the more expensive DJI drones, but it's really good. I never thought that we would get to this level on these tiny little put in your pocket drones. But I don't think that that's what actually makes this a pro mini drone. I'll tell you in a second, but first, I gotta thank the sponsor of this video, Motion Array. Motion Array is your one-stop shop for all of your video needs. Unlimited downloads of over 80,000 premium quality assets. Let me ask you, why would you spend hours and hours making mediocre motion graphics when you could just pay an affordable subscription and get really high quality graphics in literally seconds? Be honest, your motion graphics probably didn't even look that good. And that's okay, this is perfect, especially good for those people who are not good in After Effects. And Motion Array isn't just motion graphics, they have everything from music to sound effects to photos and stock video footage. You get unlimited access to everything for $20 a month, and they even have a bunch of free assets you can try to get you started. So check the link down below to make your videos a little bit higher quality and save you so much time. Thank you, Motion Array, for sponsoring this video. To me, it's not the improved image that makes this thing pro, because the DJI Mini 2 was already really great. It's this thing. The controller just got upgraded and has a built-in monitor, which is smaller and lighter than the previous versions of the controller display combo, which is really great because, oh, just stepped in the water. If this thing was really heavy, it would completely defeat the purpose of having such a small and light drone. I love this. It's so fast to set up, it's easy, you're never forgetting cables or anything like that. How many of you forgot the phone cable and you're like, how am I supposed to fly this thing? And the antennas are even built into this. There were some instructions about like tilting the controller. Not sure how much that affects things. This really makes the combo feel like a Mini Pro. But there's more. Vertical is back. It's like a million of these little bugs everywhere. I don't know if you guys are seeing these, but yeah, vertical is back, which is huge, especially for photography. Not that anybody cares about photography anymore, Instagram, but I have really missed vertical photography. And of course you could film in vertical for video now. So that to me is a really, really nice upgrade. Also, interestingly, this gimbal goes so far upwards. Like I've never seen a gimbal on a drone go that, it's like pointing straight up. I don't really know how to use that yet, but that's interesting. There's gotta be some cool shots you can do with that. I was trying to get like me on the one wheel and the trees above, but it wasn't enough space. You need like something lower. I'll find a way. Along with that, this thing shoots at 48 megapixels, which again, great for drone photographers out there. It's small, light, vertical, 48 megapixels. What more could you want? And it has internal storage, but it's only 1.2 gigabytes. I'm not sure why they put in such a small amount of storage, but it is nice if you completely forgot a memory card. You can still get like a few clips, a few quick shots. but maybe a little bit more could have been nice too.
Overall, with the 4K, sorry, bugs on the lens, 4K 60, upgraded controller, vertical shooting, 48 megapixels, I think it is fair to call this the Mini Pro. I'm still having a hard time believing this is how small. Look at that. Here's my iPhone mini. This is an iPhone mini, the smallest iPhone, and look at this setup.
I still remember my first drone, which was in a Pelican case that was literally like this big. Nightmare to travel around with. It was huge. Fun fact, actually, we were on a road trip with my brother and our wives and friend, and we were at Bixby Bridge, started driving down the highway, and my brother didn't close the trunk of the van well enough. It opened up, that camera bag fell out, the drone Pelican flew out onto the road at Bixby Bridge. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Overall, I very much like the DJI Mini 3, and I think it will be very popular, especially because of the vertical shooting. It's also very satisfying. I don't know why, just look at that. It's so great. Vertical shooting, TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts being also popular. I think this will hit harder than they even realize. Once again, well done, DJI.
This really is the best beginner drone I've ever used in my life. It packs up so nice and tiny, small, light, great plug and play straight out of the box. There really is no excuse not to bring a drone on every single trip, everywhere you go, all of the time when it's that small and powerful. And now it's time to go pack up for the surfing trip with Peter and my brother and Isaac and Tyler. It's gonna be really good. All right, bye.
Man, dropped my sunglasses and I scratched them. That's the worst.